What the hell? Hey there, bro. How you going? Hey, how you going there, Rocket? All right? How you going, mate? What's above you? Oh shit! Look at that. Yeah. Looks like we have a whole bunch of batteries. A lot indeed. I had this entire floor of the trailer full. We got a ute over there, and we've got some more up there. But yeah, a good friend of mine was a fucking champ, and I asked, and he provided. And these are a whole bunch of AGM lead batteries. They're all throwaways, like they're ones that they would be sending to the, scrapper recyclers. But being how most companies operate and how most people want their things to be reliable, the majority of these batteries are actually still usable. They won't necessarily have the full, see that one's 2017, they won't necessarily have the full capacity. They might be around, some of them got written on them and some of them don't. But I can still test them. But they're, where is it? Not all of them have writing. But they're a lot around 75%, and some of them are actually more, because depending on how the business, wants them looked after, they'll either, replace them around after a certain amount of years, or they'll replace them at a certain schedule when they get to a certain capacity. Like a lot of them are around 75%, so once they get to around 75%, they might replace them. But for me, that's completely usable. So I asked, and yeah, they were very, very kind and nice enough to give them to me. I suppose they were just going to recyclers, but still, I'm very appreciative. So we're going to put these into good use. I just sort of make this video. Well, we got some in here, what you see here. We've got a whole bunch more, it's not all of them. So they're going to really good. Look, I've made a couple for the pocket rocket. I keep mentioning that thing. Don't worry, there's a video coming very soon. I'm just waiting a couple parts for it so I can finish that off properly. Got some more in here. Yeah, same thing. So yeah, they're lead AGM batteries, so nothing special, but still usable. Like definitely usable for power storage and for stuff like this. And I'm gonna make a couple packs to go and make the packs for the lawnmower. So that will be another video coming for that soon. I just got to finish up the coupling and everything properly, get that all safe, because it's a big spinning blade. But it's coming along, as you've seen in the last video. But yeah, so got a whole bunch of these, which is fantastic, because basically it just means anything I make, I don't have to fucking wait around to afford batteries or shit. Like I said, they're just lead batteries, but lead can still be used for everything. It might not be the best performance, but it works. And I don't want to get your hopes up, but like I said, I still haven't got much progress done in this uterus here, due to the fact of money, as usual. I need to buy the BMS system for my batteries before I can install them. But apart from the BMS system and the charger, this beast here is done. I've got everything, like everything ready to go. It just needs the battery pack chucked in there with the charger, and she works. So I'm really, really keen to give it a test, because like I said, it's all wired up, but I haven't actually been able to test it yet, because I've got no batteries to test it with. Well, I do have batteries, as you've seen earlier video. I've got fucking snazzy Tesla modules, but they require expensive, expensive to me, not to some, computer system to run safely. However, being that I have like a shit ton of these lead batteries, I've decided I'm going to make a test pack. Like I said, I don't expect anything special out of it. I just want to be able to see if everything works. So I was trying to think of a way to put these together nicely, because as you can see, they're all just a whole bunch of little batteries. So it's like, to run that, you need a lot. And to run anything, they're really kind of hard. They're very small capacity. They're 7 amp hour. But then I had the idea of, well, why not just run them in parallel? Because there's 5 to a box. And I was even thinking I can use the box as the case. Could you just tape it up, run those 5 in parallel, cables out here, and there you go. You got a 35 amp hour battery, all neatly packaged. So that's exactly what I've done. So I'll take you for a walk up here. Say hello to the Shailene and Burnett here, little guinea pigs. How you going, darlings? No, you gotta run away like fucking usual. The chicklets are still doing well. I've got 4 of them now out of the 6. Unfortunately, the dogs are good around the chickens, but chicklets, if these chicklets get out of here, the dogs go for them. So I've really had to do some work making sure this is secure, but it's all secure now. And the ones remaining, they're doing very well, aren't you, sweeties? Yeah, you just got to not be silly and go out of here. You can't get out now, so that's a plus. But we're not talking about chickens, but we'll sort of show you them. Let me show you. Here's what I've done here. So I've got my little setup. I'm just testing at the moment. So I'm just using a normal, even though I'm on solar, I'm using this charger here because it'll, oh shit, my sandwich is cooking. Yeah, I'm doing a few things here. Yeah, so I'm just running them through this charger just because it tests the batteries and everything. So if there's any faults, because like I said, they're second-hand batteries, so you can never be too careful. Like this one here was second-hand. I thought it'd be alright, but no, it's buggered. This thing told me so. So I just trust it. But yeah, so far I've charged 3. I shouldn't get ahead of myself, and they've all been good, so that's positive. That means these batteries are obviously somewhat alright. And this is what I've done. So you can see here, I've got 12 batteries, which is enough to run the ute. Like I said, they're only 35 amps, but that'll be enough to sort of at least, get me off the line and maybe drive around the yard a little bit. Like I said, just test it, just make sure I've got everything right, because I think I've got everything right. I've wired it all up. I'll give you a bit of a run through of that later after I've done this, show you this. But I can't actually say for certain because I've got no batteries tested with, and I don't want to use my testing modules, like I said, because I could wire them up. I could wire them up, but they're really expensive batteries. And this ute, it's taken me a long time. This has been a long project. It's taken me a lot longer. It's been years, about 3 years now I've been working on this thing, I think. And there's a lot more money than I was expecting. So it's one of those things of anything I'm doing, I'm not rushing into it. I'm not fucking about. I'm doing it all properly. So that includes, as much as I really want to, I'm not putting those Tesla modules in until I've got a BMS system and I know they can run safely and nothing's going to go wrong, and I'm not going to have to go, oh shit, I've just fucked out my entire expensive pack that I've had to import from America, So, just is a temporary solution. Like I said, it's not permanent. Well, the pack will stay in there. It will be a 24 volt pack though, because the solar's connected to. But until then, this is what I'm going to be using to test the E-LOX, electric Hilux. So like I said, that one's good. It's all been tested and given the go-ahead by the charger. Same with that one. This one's in progress. So like I said, it's long tedious progress, but once that gets to 7, we'll be right. But yeah, pretty simple. That's not acid. That's actually just from Minty. I thought it was acid, then I realised there was a Minty crushed up in there. But yeah, so all I've done is this is just solar cable, so it's 35 amp, which is perfect because these equal to 35 amps once they're all done. So I've just gotten these things and just split the cable, the insulation back, and just soldered onto all the joints. So that's your positive, or no, so your negative, and then your positive, and it comes out here in 2 cables. I've just got to put connectory doos on here. I've got all the positive connectors on, but the negative ones will be different, so you can link them all in a series. And yeah, and then that will be going in my ute, and hopefully, like I said, there'll be a video. Hopefully it will work. Hopefully, like I said, it's a fucking 35 amp hour lead pack, so don't expect anything special out of it. It's not going to be the full performance that the ute's going to be able to do, and I don't expect much range at all out of that. But it will be enough to at least test systems. Yeah, there's that. But I might stop muttering along because I just want to do a quick little video just to let you know about that, because that's pretty cool. Like I said, I got lots of batteries, and fucking thank my mate Patrick. He's the one that gave them to me. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. So hopefully be able to get a few things rolling around here. Like I said, I don't know what, but you've seen one of the uses for them. The test pack for the Hilux, and there's going to be another one, little pocket rockets. Some that's getting lithium batteries in the pocket rocket, but again, I've got to buy a BMS for that battery. But those lead ones, they work alright, so we'll get a little controller and zippity doo-dah throttle for it, and she'll be good. And I can smell my sandwich there cooking, burning, I should say. I think I've left it too long. I'll see you next time, eh? Hope sometime soon. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe. Oh, who's this waddling out? Hey, hello, we are. You wanna roll over and show what's going on? Hey? You don't want to, do you? Say no. Oh. She's got a big old belly full of pups, this one. Not from her son, don't worry. That's not what happened. Neighbour dog got to her again. Well, actually, I'm not too sure if the neighbour dog got to her or if she got to him, because she was... Oh, she was being a bit of a town bicycle, I think. Weren't you, darling? But I still love you. But yeah, big old belly full of pups. Hey, looks like you got some brothers and sisters coming along, mate. Not sure if they're stepbrothers and sisters or if they're actually the same dad, but we'll find out. At least it wasn't you. Hey. Yeah, she's all pregnant and moody. She thinks he's going to steal her food, which, to be safe, is pretty a fair assumption. He's a bit of a cunt and would steal her food, wouldn't you, mate? Go away. Okay. Life and times.